Hello, I hope you are doing great. Today, you are going to learn how you can create a speech translation with Azure and .NET. Now, before we continue, please remember to visit fairplaytube.bticostarica.com. Click the Buy Me a Coffee icon, select a donation of your preference to help us keep the videos and products free for you. Okay, so if you have used Azure and you have good knowledge of the APIs that it offers, you will know that there is an API named Azure Speech, right? There's an Azure Speech SDK that allows you to do a lot of cool stuff with speech. You can convert speech to text in multiple languages. You can convert text to speech in multiple languages, and you can also create a speech translation. Basically, you can talk in one specific language and create an output translation, audible translation in another language. So we are going to give you an example here in this video. So this is a test that I am doing. So let's see, let's run the test. I'll activate the debug. Okay, yes, continue. And now after this passes, it will start waiting for me to say any audio and see what happens later. Hello, this is a test speech to verify how Azure Speech SDK works when translating speech to another language. In this case, from English United States to Spanish.
Hola, este es un discurso de prueba para comprobar cómo funciona el SDK de voz de Azure al traducir voz a otro idioma. En este caso del inglés de Estados Unidos al español.
Okay, so as you saw, or actually as you heard, that translated to another language, and the translation was actually really good. So this can be used to create cool applications. For example, um, create an application to translate your speech. Let's say that you are going to another country where you do not know the language, right? Or you are not um, fluent in that country's language. So you can create a tool that basically takes your input language, your native language, or any language of your preference that is supported by the SDK, and output it into the other language so people can understand you. Actually, there are already applications that do that, but with this kind of SDKs, you can create your own application. So this piece of code is basically some wrapper that we have in our PTI microservices library. So if you have been following our work, you know that we have a lot of libraries that are basically facilitating how we consume external services, in this case Azure. So this code, or this a lot of this code, or a small version of it, or some versions of it actually can be found in the Azure Speech SDK documentation. But basically, one of the things that you need to do is you pass the input language, you pass the output language, you pass the output voice, right? That's basically the voice that you heard, right? You create where you set the recognition language to the speech translation config. You set which is your target language. Then to the speech translation config, you set the voice name, right? Now, also you need to set the speech synthesis voice name, the speech synthesis language, and actually I said this twice. That's wrong. Okay, There's only okay. This is for the translation config, and this is for the speech config. Now I modified this a little bit because the default translation recognizer that basically gives you an event where you get the audio and you store it in a WAV file. However, I wanted the process to output that voice to my default speakers. In order to do that, one of the things I had to do was create, yeah, this synthesizer, speech synthesizer. I passed the speech config, which is not the same as the translation config. This one is used for translation, for the translation recognizer, and the synthesizer, in this case, I am using it to output an audio to the default speakers, right? So you will see that around here, I have like to the translation recognizer, I bind to a recognize event. And when the reason of that event is translated speech, it means that my speech was already detected and translated. Then I need to get the text or the translated text for that uh, speech, right? And then I pass the translated text to my synthesizer. Now that's the only way I found how to do that. I do not know if there is another way to do it just immediately with the recognizer without having to output it first in a WAV file or something like that, right? And then basically continue. It has a bug that it never ends, and so I need to figure out how to fix that. But as you saw, it basically translates everything I said. Let's test it once again. Thank you very much for paying attention to this video. Please remember to share it in your social media channels and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Muchas gracias por prestar atención a este video. Recuerde compartirlo en sus canales de redes sociales y suscribirse a nuestro canal de YouTube.
I hope this video has been useful for you, and remember, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, and also remember to click the Buy Me a Coffee icon and set a donation of your preference to help us keep the videos and products free for you. Have a great day.